Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Zelkenon. This is another episode of Smite Super Builds. So oddly enough, I have not done an Odin build yet. I don't know. I thought I did, but I guess not. So this is more of a bruiser build. I will go over some items that you can switch out if you want to go for a pure support tank. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So, actives, as I forgot to buy them. The more typical actives, what's really cool about Odin, if you get the blink, you can combo this really well with your ulti. So instead of having to get a little bit closer and having to use your one, and then, I don't know, it's just blink, it's much faster and you can't really respond to it because you just teleport right to your enemies. Your enemy's going to have no chance to respond to that. Rather, if you were to, like, use your one, it's kind of slow. You may not land on them, and they can kind of predict where you're going to land and kind of run away. They have a chance to run away from that. But with blink, they don't. And if you get greater blink, you also have that increased movement speed for 1 second after you blink in for final adjustments. Then another combo is after you blink in, use your Feeling Curse, or if they have healers or high health regeneration gods, then go with Weaken Curse. But if not, if Feeling Curse is the way to go. Also of reducing their attack speed, so they can't really try to burn you down in your ulti or before you use your ulti. So this is not for Conquest. If Odin is typically in Conquest looked at as a support in the duo lane, so they go the more traditional tanky route with actives being Eye of Providence, Hand of Gods. Some may still get Warrior Tabby, it's up to you. Some may just get Midas Boots. Again, it's personal preference. He is a warrior. You could go either route if you want, but he's not really seen too much in the Conquest scene, so this is more for other game modes. So we're gonna have those two items. So this is the one, and then this is the blink. Much faster. So you have, blink in, slow him down, ulti, then you're good to go. But items. Warrior Tabby, the traditional warrior route. This is a bruiser build, not a full tank or damage build. If you're going to go to damage build, you still use Warrior Tabby, but yeah. Next is Mystical Mail. This works really well with Odin. It is kind of pricey, but once you do get it, it's really awesome. Mainly for the aura effect, and it works combos with your ulti so well because they can't get away, and you constantly have that extra DPS of the aura of 40 magical damage per second to the enemy. So let's say if you're not exactly hitting them, if they're a little fast, they're sprinting around you in circles, they're still going to get ticked by this regardless. Of course, your 3s should have enough range to sweep them around, and then if you can, it stacks really well with your basic damage. So really great item for Odin, highly recommended for Odin. Next, our magical defense is a little low, so we're going to pick up Rune Shield. This is a bruiser build, so we're going to have a combination of a little bit of tankiness and a little bit of damage. So Runic Shield works well with that, giving you a lot of magical protection, physical power, HP 5 to keep you more sustained, and a great passive. So keep moving on. Runeforge Hammer, it's a really great item to get, especially with Odin. He has passive scaling protections with his 3. Getting protection and HP 5 passively as you level it up, and then also your ulti gives you more protections. So with the more protections you gain, Runeforge Hammer has a bigger impact on you, and it's really cheap. What I mean by you get a good impact is the passive. So 50% of your physical protection is now converted to power. So you can, more physical defense, more power, works really well. Also giving you that little bit more HP 5, or not HP 5, sorry, just health in general, so a little bit more tankier. So Magic's Blessing it's pretty good to have for him, in case your blink's not up, and you try going in an old school way, just trying to use your one in. Sometimes as soon as you land, you get stunned or CC'd or slowed, and then that kind of just screws up your whole mojo. So having Magic's Blessing, they can try that, as long as your bubble is up, of course. If your blink is down, you don't want to use it, you just want to go in, land on them, and then do damage all around you, that's fine. So they're going to try to stun you, Magi's is going to counter it, and then you can continue on your merry way with ulti, and then doing your 3 and whatnot, whatever the case may be. Maybe just leave them in the cage. You could do that too. So I kind of recommend that. If you don't want that, that's fine. Other magical defense items I would have is definitely Void. Sorry, you cannot get Void. I don't know why I was saying Void. But you can go with Spirit Robe. Not too commonly used. I can kind of see why it's a little low in health on the health scene, but it gives you good magical protection, good cooldown reduction, and the passive, it's pretty good. It's kind of active every, 10 seconds? That's not too bad. So some more mitigation for you, making you a little bit more tankier. But you could go the route of buying Shield of Regrowth, having stacking 2 shields, up to you. But most likely, personally, I would just go Stone the Gaia. I really love this item. Just in fact, it's super cheap and it's a lot of regen and magical protection for the price. So that's my go-to magical defense item if I'm building a bruiser or a tank. And then finally, Titan's Bane. For your last item, it's mainly going to be for damage if you're going the bruiser route. So you have several options. I choose Titan's Bane mainly for the penetration aspect. So overall, you're going to do more damage, but you could go multiple routes with that. If you're fighting, healers or high health regeneration gods, I'd definitely go Brawler's Beast, 6 things a beast. Or you could go Joan's Wrath, up to you. So those are some other options. Let's go ahead and do a little bit more damage. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Go in with this. Basic attacks. The yellow numbers are the mystical mail taken away. So overall, pretty good. Our stats are looking really good. 227 physical defense, 143 magical defense. If you're fighting more heavily magical defense, gods replace one of those physical defense items for that Stone and Gaia or whatever you want to get. If you're curious about how the defense scales up, if you didn't see before, with your ulti, 312 physical defense and 228, and then your power is a ridiculous 332 if you saw that. So that's how the Runeforge hammer works really well with Odin. So that's going to pretty much wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any recommendations for other gods to do. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Peace.